Lovelies, and welcome to the C Spot. I am Chef C, otherwise known as Caretha Coulter, and you're cooking with me today. Um, we are cooking Super Bowl food. Not everybody watches the Super Bowl, but everybody likes to eat. So let's get some food that we can munch on. Today we're doing lemon pepper chicken wings, and we're going to do a queso and a Top Chef queso. And I might squeeze in some keto tortilla chips. How about that? We'll call them low carb tortilla chips. All right. So let's get cooking. All right. So I knew you didn't want to see me de-wing a chicken. De-wing?
Yeah.
De-wing?
Yeah, she's taking that afflicted thing off the wing.
So I've already cut you can buy them already cut. They're small when you buy them already pre-cut in the bag. So I tend to just buy chicken wings and I just cut it. And the tip, I save them in a bag and I use them for my chicken stock. So what we have here, and I touch both those wings. What we have here is we have chicken wings. There's about 10 pieces in here. And I have them, I've got them washed and dried. You want this really dry because we're not going to put any breading on here. We're just going to put seasoning on here. And I touched it again. So I need at least one clean hand. So I can touch all the other stuff. So we're going to, so you want this to be washed and dried. So I just dry them really well so that they're real dry. And then we're going to add our seasoning. Now I got my seasoning, and you know what? Why did I put my gloves on? Just why? Why did I do it? Why? Just why did I do it?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I did take both gloves off. I'll get another pair in a second. So I got some lemon pepper seasoning. I got mine from Central Market. Those of you in the Dallas-Fort Worth area know about Central Market. I am a fan, a foodie, a lover, whatever you want to call it. I have it. It's good and fresh. You can get lemon pepper out of the store. So don't freak out if you don't go to Central Market because it can be kind of pricey depending on what you're getting. So we're going to sprinkle some lemon pepper in. I'm thinking that's about 2 tablespoons. We're going to add some garlic. This is garlic powder. And yeah, I'll go ahead and show you it's McCormick. So, I'm not using anything fancy. We're not being fancy. You can be fancy. And sometimes I am fancy. All right, now you gauge how much lemon pepper and how much garlic you like. Because I'm going to guarantee you can put more in, but you can't take more out. I'm going to put a little salt. Salt Bay. I have sprayed my my screen with some non-cook cooking spray. And now, the reason why I had the gloves on, you can use tongs to do this. But you got 2 utensils that the Lord gave you, or whatever creator you believe in. And I will use them. They're great mixing spoons. But I ain't a fan of getting stuff on my fingers, and I ain't a fan of playing with chicken. Not a fan. There have been many a Thanksgiving. I will tell you, many a Thanksgiving. I sat here and I cooked that big old turkey. Well, that's yellow. I sat there and cooked that big old turkey, and after having my hand up that turkey's, you know where, I ain't gonna eat it. I cooked it, and then was like, yeah, I'll eat the sides. I'm good. All right. So when you put it on your tray, can you see the tray? Or do I need to move it over?
Yeah, you're good.
All right. So when you put it on your tray, you want to put it on the side that you want to cook first. So it'll be so when you flip it over, it's over. In other words, skin side down. Now remember, we're bariatric, so it's not going to be a whole bunch. You can do this in batches, so don't freak out on that either. If you want to do more, just do more batches. I don't need to do so many because the more I do, the more we eat. There's that. I said it. Right, I'm going to leave a little space in between. Sometimes I can be anal retentive. Like a leg in a flat, leg in a flat, leg in a flat. Yep. That's what she did.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to set our oven, our air fryer on about 400. We're going to do 10 minutes. We're going to flip them and do 10 more minutes. And that's all we have to do. So I'll see you back. All right, so we got the chicken and we got the wings in the air fryer and they're going. We've got about 8 more minutes before we have our first rotation. So while we're waiting on that, we're going to go and cook our queso, which is simple. Now, I knew you didn't want to watch me. Brown meat, so that's not what we're doing here. Now, this is going to be a low-carb version of this recipe because we all need low-carb stuff in our life. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a bechamel. What is a bechamel, Chef C? In normal culinary world, a bechamel is one of the first 5 mother sauces. Yay. I'm teaching class. But it's normally started with a roux. We're not starting with a roux. I'm cheating. We're going to start with cream cheese. Did I get aluminum foil in it? No. So we're going to start with cream cheese. And then we're going to add some cream to it because the cream cheese is going to be our thickener. And we're going to add some cream and some veggie stock to it to loosen it up just a little bit. Then we're going to add our cheese and our seasoning and some bell pepper and some jalapeno. What seasonings are we going to add, Chef C? Well, glad you asked that. We're going to add the house seasoning spice, the aluffa. That's already got some pepper, some paprika, red pepper, oregano, and some other things in it. Salt and pepper. We're gonna add to that. We're gonna add some coriander, about a half teaspoon of coriander, and a half teaspoon of cumin. Now, if I didn't say it right, sue me.
Don't sue us. Any views or things expressed by the chef doesn't represent the C-spot in his household.
Legalese, love it. I'm gonna help this on a little bit and go ahead and get it to loosen up a little quicker.
So how much stock did you put in there?
About 3 tablespoons. Or a quarter of a cup. About 4 tablespoons. 4 tablespoons, quarter of a cup. And it's just here to help me get it to loosen. Normally when I do the cream cheese sauce, I do it in a saucepan. But I cooked my ground beef in this pan. And yeah, I'm being nice to my sous chef today, so I'm not messing up a lot of pans. You know, he makes it sound like I mess up every pan in the house. I've gotten better.
She works me to death, y'all. Please.
Anyway. Gone is the day of my silent partner. Anyway. All right, so that was a quarter of a cup of chicken stock. We're not making a whole lot of veggie stock. I'm not making a whole lot. So I'm going to add about another couple of tablespoons rather. And you want this to get to the consistency that you want. Remember I said recipes are guidelines. All right, we got our heat on about 4. I'm going to add my cream. I'm going to add my cream, then I'm going to add we got about 3/4 cup of cream. When I add my cream, then I'm going to add my other seasonings. Now, with a normal bechamel, I add white pepper and nutmeg. I'm going to do the same thing, except I'm going to add some paprika. Need a little bit more fire. A little bit more fire. Paprika. That's going to give you that lovely orange color. Orange? Orange. Got about a teaspoon of each. Where's my nutmeg? If you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. I like freshly grated nutmeg. About a teaspoon. Actually, about half teaspoon. From my drawer full of fun. Ooh, that got a little hot. We'll let that cook for just a little bit. We're going to go ahead and add some more of our seasoning. I'm going to add our home seasoning spice. Now, those of you who don't have my home seasoning spice, my house seasoning, all that is it adds you some garlic powder. Notice I said powder, not salt. Garlic powder, onion powder, and some red chili flakes. Notice I said onion powder, not onion salt. Very rarely will you find I will use anything that has onion salt. Onion salt or garlic powder, garlic salt. All right, we got a teaspoon. Now it's about a half teaspoon of cumin. Half teaspoon of coriander. That's a pop quiz for you, sous chef. What is coriander?
I'll find out later.
All right, so we're over here with the chicken, and this time I am going to use some tongs because I'm not sticking my hand in that hot air fryer. Some lessons are learned the hard way. I'll come over here. See? That's after the first 10 minutes. I'm going to rotate them. And we're going to cook them for another 10 minutes. And if you look in that pot, our, yep, it's bubbling and it's thickening, which is also what we want. We're going to test these chicken wings once they're done to make sure that they're at the right temp. Remember, chicken wings need to be cooked to 165 degrees. $165. All right, we got bubbling going. Let's add our cheese. Okay, so cheeses I'm adding today. So we already got cream cheese in there, right? You know, with more cheese, more better. I've got some. Sometimes you have to clean out the fridge. I've got some sliced cheese. This is mild cheddar. See what I said there? Sometimes you got to clean out the fridge.
Hey, I thought that cheese looked familiar.
Mm-hmm. I've got some jalapeno cheddar. That's the yellow. And I've got some sharp white cheddar. Because who doesn't like cheese? And if you don't like cheese, bless your heart. Bless your heart. See how quick that comes together? All right, now because I have that hot man back there that likes more hotter, more better, and I like a little bite to my vegetables, we're gonna add our jalapenos and our red peppers. Now, what do you like in your queso? Put it in. I have done a veggie queso where I cut up zucchini squash and yellow squash. And I've done it that way. Sometimes it depends on what's in my fridge. I think I want a little bit more. And all this is 1 red bell pepper and 2 jalapenos. You can de-seed them and devein them so they won't be as hot. I left the seeds in the vein then for most of them because more hotter, more better. He can't help himself, y'all. He just can't. I'm going to add a little ancho chili powder. Ancho. We're doing that's about a teaspoon. Yep. The paprika and the ancho are going to add a smoky flavor. The bell pepper is going to add you a little bit of sweet pepper flavoring. And then you got some heat in there from the other seasonings. And the only thing that I am missing, almost time. Okay. So now you have queso. So what is top shelf queso, Chef C? We're going to add meat to it. Now, here's my disclaimer. If you can't have red meat, use ground turkey. If you don't want ground turkey, use ground chicken. Heck, if you want to, you can probably use ground pork. I'm not gonna, but you can. Tonight I have ground beef because that's what I had. And that's been cooked and drained. Drained. De-oiled, drained, de-oiled. For my vegetarians, you saw what to do. You could probably do use tofu. Yep, you could. I would pre-cook the tofu in something to give it flavor, maybe like soak it in some hot sauce. I love my pan, by the way. This is a shameless plug, but this is a Scan pan. And as you saw how quick and effortless that word this was to put this recipe together.
In other words, easy, y'all.
Yeah, my mind's thinking faster than my brain. And I'm gonna top it off with a little queso fresco. Why? Because I have it on hand. If you ain't got it, don't use it. What did I have this for? Oh, I used this to make some tortillas. And guess what? This one is done. So we've got a few more minutes on our wings. And as soon as those are out, we'll go in the air fryer with our tortilla chips. All right, so we're gonna temp our chicken. We need to be at 165. And you make sure you put it in the fattest part of the chicken, but you don't hit the bone. That way you're getting a true temp. And we are there. I'm gonna put it in for a couple more minutes because I want a little bit. I want some more brown on that one. I'm gonna move him over. Yeah. Anybody else I want some more brown on? More brown on, more better. Two more minutes. Oops. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make some tortilla chips, and what we're gonna make them out of is this is a low carb tortilla. If you want the recipe, just contact me and I'll let you know. But all it's made out of is this has got what's this got in it? This has got almond flour and a little coconut flour some xanthan gum, some psyllium husk, and I use the queso fresco cheese instead of mozzarella. And you just blend it all together in your food processor. If you don't have food processor, mix it all by hand. And then you're going to add some water to it, and it's going to form a ball. Go flatten it out. You bake it off in the oven. And if you don't want to bake it off in the oven, then you can flatten it out into your round disc, and you can fry it on the stove. It's very easy. If I can do it, it's easy. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna set our what's this thing? Our air fryer. Lost my train of thought.
Lord, she forgot the utensils.
I did. All right. And we tested a couple of these, and I think if we do it for about 3 minutes, since these are already cooked, so we're just gonna harden them up to make them like chips. And it's already warm, so away it goes. 3 minutes, y'all. 3 minutes. Hey. We have chicken wings. Don't they look yummy? We're going to enjoy that in a few minutes. And we also have our chips and queso. So I just put them in a small ramekin because, we're not supposed to eat the whole thing, bariatric patients, levers, and gastric bypass, and dual switch, whatever you had done. Don't eat the whole thing. It might look yummy, but you'll pay for it in the end. So, to reiterate, this is all legal. All legal. Everything that you can have. Everything. Everything. So enjoy your Super Bowl time, and you have plenty of things that you can cook. Because if you look further on the website, not the website, on the YouTube channel, I did a stuffed mushroom with a jalapeno popper stuffing in it, and that's a good thing. And you can take that jalapeno popper mix, and you can make it into a cheese ball. It's good stuff. Now you have chicken wings, and now you have queso with low carb chips. So you have no excuse to not eat good. I'd like to thank you for coming to cook with me today. I am Chef C. It has been my pleasure as always. Please share, subscribe, and like it, and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified whenever we put anything out. We post new videos midnight on Thursday every week. Central time, because we are here in the dirty South, Southwest. The cookbook is coming soon. If you want any recipes that you've seen here, any recipes that you've seen on the website is thecspotfood.com, thecspotfood.com. And you can contact me by email at thecspotfood@gmail.com. I did it right that time. thecspotfood@gmail.com. It's always a pleasure, and remember to enjoy the journey.